This Champions League, Lark, was that good?
Yeah, it was good. You know, it's a difficult game, a different challenge for us. You know, the surface, the weather, you know, the environment they're in that they're used to. But as you've seen, the team so good at adapting, and you know, we played so well in the first half. You know, it was a bit back and forth in the second, but we got the job done.
Yeah, you've probably played more on those pitches than some of the older boys, haven't you?
Yeah, especially when I was younger. You know, that's all we used to train on, to not get the grass all muddy for the game on the weekend. But yeah, it was a good game in the end.
Yeah, made a lot of chances, didn't you? Maybe the game should have been more comfortable than it was.
Yeah, you know, that's how it goes. You know, there's a lot of chances in the game, and you know, if you don't take them chances, it could be difficult in the end. But you know, we got the job done in the end. The forward scored the chances, and we won the game.
Yeah, I know it seems crazy to ask this, but at times Erling looks almost anxious in front of goal. He scored 2 tonight and could have had 6.
No, you know, it's just he's just like any other striker in a sense. You know, people will get onto him more than others because of the year he's had last year. But you know, he's coming away with 2 goals, and people will call him anxious. You know, we scored 2 goals today. It's a credit to him and what he's done last year.
And I know you played the 90 in Leipzig and could have been man of the match. You are man of the match tonight. I mean, some going for an 18-year-old. Do you stop and kind of pinch yourself?
You know, I've been wanting this for a while. You know, I mean, today a bit frustrated with myself for the goal against us. Think I could have done better, but you know, I think after that 5 minutes I let it go and you know tried to create more chances for us. You know, created a little chance for Erling and you know got back into the game. But yeah, I'm buzzing.
For a local boy, derby on the weekend.
Yeah, they're always special for me, whether you're playing or not. It's amazing to be a part of, and you know we know what we have to do. We take it game by game. We do our best to win.
We'll play tonight.
Nice one. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Yeah, Rico Lewis speaking to Matt Smith there. Still 18 years old, man of the match today. Very mature head on young shoulders, and also very self-aware as well. He doesn't mind sort of looking at his own game. He's very sort of critical of himself.
Yeah, definitely. Having worked with Rico, he's very aware of what his capabilities are, and yeah, he's vented his frustrations for the goal, but he's also aware that he can improve in certain areas, and he's someone that is an exceptional talent. Like you said, 18, plays beyond his years, talks beyond his years as well. So overall, I think he should be pleased with his performance. Yes, there's always bits as a player you look to critique. It's never perfect, but yeah, he's performing at this level, so he's obviously a good player.
Yeah, certainly is. It was a frustrating opening 45 minutes. The goal did finally arrive on the 48th minute, actually. Manuel Akanji with this one. Talk us through this, Joe.
I mean, it was coming, that's for sure. You know, they've worked a lovely bit of play here. Rodri there, he just stands it up. Fantastic. Diaz attacks it, and he just, you know, of all the talent in the world that you can have, sometimes you just got to be in the right place at the right time. And Akanji he's there. It's actually a fantastic save. He turns it onto the bar, and he just gets something on it. Akanji, the Swiss boy coming back to his own country, and once that went in, I would imagine the Man City players would have been very, very comfortable that they were going to win the game.
Yeah, as you mentioned, coming back to his home country, there's a nice little record for him because he's the first Swiss player to score a Champions League goal against a Swiss team ever.
There you go.
Ever. So, great night for Akanji. But it all started to go a little bit pear-shaped with that sucker punch goal, the equaliser from young boys.
Yeah, we spoke about the threat that they pose and how important it was going to be efficient when they get the chances and the transitions and the runners willing to get forward when the space is there, and they've done that. But this finish, like any player on the pitch will be impressed, and with that finish, it's the scoop chip. I don't know what technique that is, Joe.
I don't know,
but it's exquisite.
But it's nice.
Exquisite finish, and the place erupted, didn't it, at that time? And look at Elliot, he enjoyed it. I mean, he's scoring against the Champions League winners there. It's a massive moment for him.
Yeah, huge moment.
Yeah.
Talk us through this one, though, Joe, from a defensive perspective from Manchester City.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to hear Rico Lewis talk about it and be so self-aware. He was brilliant tonight. He's a fabulous player. But I just think this was mental fatigue that was kicking in because of the dual role he plays. You know, if you pick him up here on this position in the right-back slot, I mean, what he does so well, because he's got such talent. Now, he comes into midfield, doesn't he? He links up play, you know, and then when they lose the ball, he picks up the familiar position of right-back, the position he's in now. And I think it's very difficult for him to switch from one to the other. And he's 18, he does it fabulously well, and he's getting better and better. I think what he does here, the ball's clearly going to go in there. And I'm thinking with a Manchester derby, but the ball's clearly going to be dropped in. He goes, and then he just tries to play him offside. I think if he had... one job to do, he'd probably know, listen, concentration, go with your runner. He doesn't. He tries to play him offside and Elliot gets in. He breaks the offside trap. I think the second mistake that was made here, Elliot now in this position, he's in there. If the goalkeeper is 5 yards back, Elliot then has to do two actions. He has to take the first action, which is get there first, which is a touch. It's a simple touch, but when you're bearing down on goal, if you're not a natural finisher, you can play with your mind. But Ederson's position, not being there, allows him just to do what he does and calm down. He knows now what he's going to do. He's going to dink it or he's going to go round in two options. He decides to dink it, and like Jolien says, this is an outstanding finish. And it's not a critique of Rico Lewis' position, because I think he's actually, for an 18-year-old kid, he's got the hardest job on the pitch, tactically, and that shows Pep's got great faith in him. And I think there's going to and it was fabulous. He spoke about it afterwards, because I think he's going to be aware and he's going to get better and better as the years go by.
Yeah, exactly. As we said, that self-awareness. Well, look, Manchester City were against the cosh at this point, but they did get themselves back in it again. Erling Haaland, we've talked about him. He went 543 minutes without a Champions League goal, which is a lot for him. It came through a penalty, his first one of the night. Jolien, is it a soft one, though? Potentially,
yeah, but there is contact, and I don't think anyone's going to question the decision if it's on the halfway line and there's a foul given. Listen, yeah, it's not... You wouldn't like to lose the game on that decision, but Kamara just been booked for a clumsy challenge and he goes and does it again, so it's a defensive mistake for me. But yeah, the penalty, it's just important it goes in. At the end of the day, like you said, it's a relatively drought, as we're recognising, for Erling Haaland standards, but it was important that he scored, and we even seen the kind of frustrations from his dad in the celebrations.
Yeah.
Dad's probably giving him a ticking off for not scoring for so long. He'll be happy tonight. And then he gets on the score sheet again, of course, Joe.
Yeah, again, this was fully the confidence is fully back. This touch here, there, bang, and then there. That is exquisite. The first touch when he opens his body out for any young player, and then that one where he just drags it with the inside of his toe, and then the finish, right-footed, outstanding.
Joe talks about the first touch. That's so important because he leaves it in the middle of his defender now, has to anticipate both sides. I think if he touches it away, he knows he's going down the line and then he's shooting with his left foot. The fact that he brought it back across, it creates the space.
Yeah. OK, well, he's got 11 goals so far, 9 in the Premier League and 2 Champions League goals tonight, of course. How do you assess his sort of progress this season? I mean, we know what he was like last season, scoring goals for fun. A bit more frustrated this season.
I don't know if he is. I think he's being judged on his own standards, which is ridiculously high. I think at this stage last season he'd have 3 or 4 hat-tricks, and I think we're anticipating that every week. The fact that he's got, 11 in 14 is still a remarkable turnout for him, and for anyone, any forward would take that.